Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Cracking the GRE Math Subject Test. We're on the linear algebra chapter. This is the fifth question. It's not a particularly difficult question, but it's nice because it checks your knowledge of three different things in linear algebra. The first thing is it checks your, let's zoom in a little bit. It checks your ability it checks your knowledge of matrix inverses. So it checks if you know what it means for matrices to be inverses of each other. 2, it checks your knowledge about matrix multiplication, so that you know how to multiply matrices. Multiplication. And 3, it checks if you know how to solve a linear system. Okay, so you have to do all three of these in order to solve this problem. Okay, so first of all, we're told that these two matrices are inverses of each other. What does that mean? It means that if we multiply them together, we're going to get, I'm going to multiply these, multiplication, we're going to get the identity matrix. Let's see. The identity matrix is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and 0, 0, 1. Okay, let's get rid of that. So we did that. That's just writing out what it means for them to be inverses. Now, what we're interested in is the value of C. There's C. And this whole middle column is missing. So when you multiply matrices, you're going to do dot products between the rows of the first matrix and the columns of the second matrix. So what we need to do is find what we're only interested. We don't need the whole. We don't need to multiply everything. We're only interested in this middle column, which will give us the middle column of the answer. So we have to multiply each of the rows in the first matrix, dot product it with the middle column of the second matrix. We don't need this first column. And then that'll give us our linear system, which we can solve. So let's see. If we take the first row of the first matrix, dot product with the middle column of the second matrix, we'll get 3a minus 2b minus 2c, and all of that has to equal 0. Now let's do the second row of the first matrix, dot product with the second column of the second matrix. That will give us negative a plus b plus c, and all of that has to equal 1. Now the third row from the first matrix and the second column from the second matrix is going to give us 3a minus b minus 2c, all equal 0. There's that 0. Okay, so we did the matrix multiplication. Now we have to solve this linear system. Well, if we look at it, we can see that if we take the first row, I'm going to write that here, row 1, and subtract row 2, that'll eliminate both the a's and the c's, because 3a minus 3a is 0a. Now minus 2b minus a negative b, that's going to be minus b, and minus 2c minus negative 2c, that's going to cancel out, and then you get 0 minus 0, which is 0. Well, that means that b equals 0. Well, if we plug in b equals 0, that just gets rid of that, that, and that. So now we can use the first and the second row to find the value of c if we eliminate a. So let's take the first row and add 3 times the second row. That'll give us 3a minus 3a, that'll be 0a, and negative 2c plus 3c, that'll give us c, equals 0 plus 3, that's 3. So that's our answer. We didn't even have to find a, because all we're asked for is c. The answer is 3. That's E.